Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another movie review. This time it is for the new Antonio Banderas film. And where's that guy been lately? Codename Banshee. Caleb is a former government assassin in hiding who resurfaces when his protégé, the equally deadly killer known as Banshee, discovers a bounty has been placed on Caleb's head. So Antonio Banderas is back, and this is a definition of a film where, you know, just a big name actor just comes in and, you know, he just wants a paycheck. They just want a paycheck, and because Antonio Banderas is in here for like 30 minutes, and then he's like, late, I'm out of here. Thanks for the paycheck. 1 mil? Yeah, okay, cool. And that's not really, you know, the problem with this film. Antonio Banderas is fine. He does a good job of playing a brooding person. But I think the problem with this film is it was made. It was made. But in all seriousness, I think that this movie just has a big case of bad storytelling because we just needed more development on certain characters. Yes, the action scenes are not good. They're very underwhelming. And, you know, the final fight scene, we're going to talk about that because there's some problems there that I have to address. But we have Banshee, who is played by Jaime King, who I actually think does a pretty good job with the material that she is given. Much like another King, you know, Joey King, that I talked about in my review of The Princess. Definitely go check that out. You know, this movie doesn't really deserve her, you know, so she's in here, she's trying her best, she's looking badass as hell, she does a good job of pulling off this suit look. It's very Hitman, the video game vibe kind of thing going on. And like I said, I like it, but the problem with it is we needed more story on her, and this movie does the cardinal sin for me where they do flashbacks. I know I must probably be the only person that, you know, gets this worked up about flashbacks, but I just can't stand them. Yes, they could be done well at times, but for me, I just don't like it. And this movie has quite a bit of them, but this time, the flashbacks in this one, at least flashbacks in certain films, you know, it's a flashback and then they give you some story details and stuff, but in this one, it's just flashback and it's very grainy and it's people just looking at each other laughing like, and then you're just supposed to piece the puzzles together. I mean, you could, you know, it's not hard to, but it's very hard when you're watching a movie like this to actually even care to try to put those puzzle pieces together. Another problem that I have with this film is just the villain. He's not very interesting. He's not very intimidating. He's just a dude with long, really cool hair, though. You know, really cool silver hair. You know, he did a good job with that, but for the most part, just like, okay, why are we scared of this guy and his henchmen? But it kind of reminds me, I don't know if it's just because I just recently watched the Minions, the Rise, you know, the Minions 2, or is it like Despicable Me 5? Whatever, we'll get to it when I review that movie. But it just kind of reminded me of like Minions. Like his minions reminded me of the Minions, you know, the ones that look like Twinkies. But his minions suck. They don't do a very good job at being evil sidekicks at all. They die very quickly. They are not very, you know, look like they want to do the job at all. There's points where there's like, okay, I'm too scared to even go in there. And I'm like, do you not know who's your boss? I mean, he's just killing people randomly. But ultimately, guys, this film is a, you know, just a waste of time. It's not a very good action film. It's not a very good B-action movie at all. Jaime King is probably the only saving grace, and she can only do so much with the material that she's given. Even at times, she kind of falters in some of her line delivery and stuff. But, you know, I don't want to go too hard on that because I don't really like, you know, I'm not really comfortable doing that. Just judging these actors on this job that I'm not even doing. I'm just sitting here talking about it. Antonio Banderas is here for a hot second. He does a pretty good job. The girl that plays Antonio Banderas' daughter, she's kind of funny and random at times, but then she just becomes out of place, you know, just like this film. But the last thing I want to talk about this film is that final fight between Banshee and the bad guy. We'll just call him Anthony, because that's his name in the movie, actually. And again, I hate to compare two movies together, but like the last film that I reviewed, The Princess, where Joey King was doing a lot of her own stunts and the choreography in that one was really, really well done. This film, Jaime King a lot of kings, is fighting, you know, the villain, and you could clearly tell it's a body double. There's no problem with that, right? You know, people use body doubles all the time. But in this case, the body double that they have for the bad guy, his wig is very noticeable as a wig. It looks so noticeable. It's out of place. It's funny as hell. I don't know if I can get a picture for it. If I can get a picture for it, I'll put it up here to show you guys, because it's funny. It's hilarious. If anything, if you're gonna watch the film, just fast forward to the end and check out that final fight, because it's funny. It's fun. But guys, let me know what you think of Codename Banshee in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think that Antonio Banderas was just looking for something, you know, to fill the gaps before he does Puss in Boots 2? That movie looks cool though, by the way. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. And remember guys, keep watching movies.